Sri Vajranab decided to install deities of Krishna throughout the land of Braja. One of the deities that were installed on top of Sri Govardhan hill was the deity of Gopalji. Yes, that deity now resides in Nathadwar. Yes, and so yes, Lalita Sakhi Mataji, you were saying something? No? Very beautiful deity in Rajasthan. But Vajra installed the deities, and the deity was worshipped for several decades, several millennia. This is, 5.5 millennia ago that the deities were installed. And then there was invasions. Nothing stays, and sometimes we wonder why Krishna allows that, but then he has wonderful pastimes that he has to enact. And Kali Yuga was approaching, which also happens by his inconceivable arrangement. So the deities of Gopal were taken away, and they were hidden. They were kept hidden for several decades. And when one of the acharyas in our sampradaya, anyone know his name? Starts with an M. Madhavendra Puri. Yes. He was chanting, and he was in his meditation. Sri Gopalji appeared and said, "I am suffering in these bushes. Can you please take me out?" And Sri Madhavendra Puri excavated, took a lot of villagers and cut down the bushes, and lo and behold, there was a beautiful deity of Sri Gopal. And they had a beautiful abhishek on top of Govardhan hill. And the deity worship started again. Of course, this is a very condensed version of what could be described as the beautiful meditation of Sri Madhavendra Puri. We could just speak on that, on how the deities reciprocate through the hearts of his devotees. But he engaged the entire land of Braja again in the worship of Sri Gopal. And as the deity worship was continuing, again Sri Gopalji appeared. And this time, what did he tell Madhavendra Puri? Anyone want to give that a shot? It's hard. It's feeling really hot. So what did they do? Buy an air conditioning system. No. What did they? Yeah. So the deities have a very interesting way of reciprocating with their devotees. It's a very interesting way of reciprocating with their devotees. It's really interesting what deity worship actually means. And to some extent, our understanding of deity worship has to be such that it expands from just understanding that we are, the pujaris are the only ones who are actually worshipping the deities. Yes. The deities, we understand premanjana charita bhakti valochane. Yes, the devotees within their heart always, keep the deities. Yes. Tomara hridaya sada Govinda Vishram. Govinda kahena sada, Govinda kahena mora Vaishnava paran. Yes, that Govinda resides within the hearts of the devotees. And deity worship in that sense is then to reciprocate with the love that the pure devotees have within their heart. Because that's where the deities are. Yes. Tatra tishtasti narada, yatra gayanti mat bhakta. Where the devotees are coming together to sing and chant the glories of the Lord. That's where the deities are. And the way the devotees reciprocate with the deities within their heart and express to us and enlighten us and empower us is how we actually do deity worship. Yes, the deity worship is not a matter of speculation. Yes, we can't say, oh, I want to dress the deity like this today. Yes, it's a meditation that happens in the heart of the devotees. And then when we interact with the devotees, when we ask them, Prabhu, Mataji, how should we dress the deities? How should we make the garlands for the deities? What kind of garlands will look really nice on the deities? What kind of dresses will look really nice on the deities? Yes. What kind of decoration looks nice on the deities? If we make our own speculation, yes, the deities are, okay, that's fine. But when we actually go within the heart of the Vaishnavas who are seeing how the deities want to be dressed, how the deities want to be decorated, yes, then we see, yes, Narottam Das Thakur's beautiful prayer, he says, Shama Gauri Ange Dipo Chandane Ragandha. Yes. So this Chandan Yatra, one sense, is a manifestation of what happened within the heart of Madhavendra Puri, where Sri Gopal told him, I am feeling extremely hot, and I want you to cover my body with chandan. Yes. Madhavendra Puri, yes, this is what Sri Gopalji wants. So during that time, Chandan was, Amazon hadn't started. So he just couldn't go to Amazon.com and picked up, 15 packets of Chandan, please. Where was Chandan available? Please, yeah, but where in specifically? Malay Hills, yes, which is close to Jagannath Puri. It's close to, it's in the Oriya region. Beautiful forest of Malaya trees, of Chandan trees. And so he had to travel by foot, barefoot, all the way from Braja, all the way down to Malaya Hills to pick up Chandan. And on his way he stopped over and met the deity of Gopinath. Yes, very wonderful story there also. Yes, where the deities again. Yes, Madhavendra Puri was just meditating. Oh, if I could know the recipe for this nice kheer, this nice sweet rice that is offered to the deities. And it was very famous, and said, if I just could taste a little bit of it, I could do the same thing for Sri Gopal. And then he feel extremely disgusted with himself, thinking, how could I even think of tasting, so enjoying my own tongue by taking what is Sri Gopal's. Yes. So he sat very far away meditating, and again Gopinath came in the dream of the Pujari. See, this reciprocation happens so differently from our mind. It doesn't happen here. It happens within the heart. And it's a personal reciprocation that I have hidden. Yes, I've stolen some kheer and I've kept it hidden in my room. And you take this and you give it to Madhavendra Puri. Yes, he's sitting way out there. So the Pujari is like, whoa, what just happened? Took this kheer and looked out for Madhavendra Puri. Now, sometimes we feel that we are very much entitled to get the Mahaprasad of the deities. Oh, where is Mahaprasad? Why no rotis? Really? Mahaprasad is something really extraordinary, isn't it? It's actually personally tasted by Krishna himself. What qualifications do we have to taste or to accept the Mahaprasad of the deities? Yes, we have none. Zero qualifications. So when we are taking the prasad, if you're wasting anything at all, that's an offense. So even there we cannot speculate. This is how I want to prepare prasad. This is how I want to enjoy prasad. This is the kind of prasad that I want to enjoy. Why no rice? Why no salt in the rice? Why too much spice? The deities had it. It's Krishna's personally tasted it. So whenever we accept prasadam, it's an honor to. Oh, this is an indication that I should stop. Shut up. Oh, beautiful garlands. So personally, Krishna is empowering and enlightening the pujari and saying, you take this Mahaprasad and give it to Madhavendra Puri. And Madhavendra Puri is sitting far away, just meditating on Krishna. And pujari goes, anyone here by the name of Madhavendra Puri? Yes. And Madhavendra Puri is like, who? What did I do? Oh, Gopinath has personally asked to give you this kheer. So personally stole some kheer because he knew his devotees would take everything away. So he had to steal it from his own devotees. It's incredible. And offered the kheer to Madhavendra Puri, who enjoyed this and then moved on to his journey to Malaya Hills. And by the time he had reached, the glories of Madhavendra Puri had already been disseminated by the transcendental system. to Jagannath. I mean, they didn't have cell phones or, didn't put on Instagram and like a photo of, Krishna selfie with Gopinath. Somehow or the other, the news traveled to Jagannath Puri. So when he came there, the devotees to Puri and to the Malaya Hills, the acharyas there had already started collecting all this chandan to offer to to Madhavendra Puri to take. So he had a couple of assistants with him and they were taking all of that and he himself was carrying. And then when he was close to again the Gopinath Mandir on his way back, Gopalji again appeared in his dreams and said, I'm not different from Gopinathji. Yeah. So you take all this chandan and you offer it to the deities of Gopinath. And so they had a wonderful festival where they made beautiful chandan paste and offered it to the entire deities, entire body of Gopinath. And this is our desire, this is our hope, that Chandan Yatra is actually a yatra it's a festival of sacrifice. It's an interesting festival where the devotees feel complete satisfaction and happiness in serving Krishna's body personally. Everyone gets an opportunity to do that. And that's the meditation practically every single day. That by pleasing Krishna, I am pleased. That we don't come to the temple to be pleased. Sometimes at least I get into that mode, why is the temple so hot? Why is there no proper facility for me to come? Why is, this not happening and that not happening. And really, we come to the temple to please Krishna. And the main thing that we should be concerned about is Krishna happy? Yes. So even though there is much discomfort, making chandan is not easy. There's a lot of effort. Yes, most of you in this temple room got an opportunity to make chandan for the deities. Yes? Just sitting there, like half an hour later, you got like this much chandan. Yes. And you're seeing Jaishnav and Nainanvita and Krishna Das and everyone just sitting around. Half an hour later, they get a little bit, and then by the time they get from their plate into the half of it is on the floor. But they're still going at it for days and days and days, and then all of a sudden you get a little bit of chandan. So it's sacrifice that we do of our own time, of our own effort, of our own desire to actually serve the body of Krishna, knowing very well that by serving the root of the tree, what is that verse? Yeah. Yes, yataror mula. Nichaschanena. Yeah. Tatra tad skanda. What is that? Forget the verse. But yeah, as soon as you water the root, Nishaschanena, water the root of the tree, every branch is satisfied. But there is something higher also that our acharyas tell us. Yes. And we discussed that a little bit, saying that the devotees of the Lord are much more dear to Krishna than his own body. So how much more should we be conscious of serving the bodies of the devotees? We should know that by serving the devotees is when we serve Krishna, and when that's how Krishna is happy, and that's how we are happy. Instead of trying to please us and focusing on our bhakti and our devotion and how I am going to serve Krishna and how I am going to please Krishna, our focus should be how can I facilitate the devotees, others' service to Krishna? How can I facilitate others to please the deities? And to the extent that we are more concerned with pleasing the deities are like, okay, that's all right. That's one level. But really, at a higher level, you will see that the acharyas, their primary concern is, how can I facilitate? How can I serve the deities, the devotees, so that they can please Krishna? When no one's concerned about, we keep reading in the Bhagavad, we keep reading in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yes, we'll see Raghunath Das Goswami is sitting and chanting Krishna's names and Radharani's names and pleasing. How can I serve you? And what is Radharani doing? She's standing personally for hours with a sari just like this, sweating profusely, protecting Raghunath Das Goswami in his service to Krishna. If Radharani is doing that, what should be our mood? And Krishna personally did that with Raghunath Das Goswami. Tigers are there where he's meditating and he's standing there with his own stick. And then Sanatan Goswami has to tell him, Raghunath ji, please build a kutir for yourself. So this is Chandan Yatra, a very, very beautiful festival where we are not just offering Chandan. Yes, Chandan is the means through which we offer a devotion. Yes. We know the verse, the very famous verse. Patram pushpam phalam toyam chandanam. Something like that. Yome bhaktya prayashyati tadham bhaktya uparatam. Twice he says, the devotees with their devotion. That is the upahar, that is the gift we offer to Krishna. And without that, mood, there is really not much Krishna accepts. So that is at least my meditation, is somehow or the other. At least I think we should have a Chandan festival where each of the devotees also go to other devotees and offer Chandan to each one. Make the bodies of the devotees cool. And don't offer to the bodies, men to men, women to women, okay? Let's not get too carried away here. But yeah, to actually cool down, offer our love in that way. Maybe lemonade is easier, but we can. Chandan is also good. Yes. But is that telling me to stop? Oh, that's. But I'll stop here. Is there anything? It's 1 minute to 8 o'clock. So, is there any concerns, comments, questions? Anyone? Hopefully not. But anyone? Yes, please. Hare Krishna. Maybe we'll let Shri Bhagavan Prabhu say something first. He's senior.
I read in Krishna book that when Krishna comes back from the forest, after taking care of the cows, he's covered in the dust from the calves, from the hooves of the cows, and forest flowers, and sandalwood paste.
Jai. Thank you, Mr. Bhagavan Prabhu. Yes. Vrinda Sevika Mataji.
Hi, Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for a wonderful pastime. Actually, 2-3 pastimes. It was really nice. Just remembered when you were sharing about Madhavendra Puri, how Kirchor Gopinath hid one of the pots for Madhavendra Puri. And when Madhavendra Puri got to know that the Lord himself had touched that pot, after eating kheer, he also broke down the piece, the earthen pot into very small pieces and ended up swallowing that as well.
Yes.
It was a wonderful mood that Madhavendra Puri had. And I was thinking how all the devotees put Chandan on Gopinath. Today we have team of Mother Kumkumangi, Mother Manjuali, and all the devotees are putting Chandan on the Lord. It's such a fortunate thing that they are doing, right?
Yeah.
And Mother Yashoda, every time when it was used to be peak hot, she used to put Chandan on Krishna when he was a baby, so that my Krishna does not feel hot.
Yes.
So thank you for inspiring all these, remembering all the points.
She's asking us to eat our plates after we finish our prasad. Better get steel plates. But no, thank you very much. I think I was also remembering, kind of meditating, this whole idea of even, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu emphasized the chanting of the holy names. And in one sense, each and every time we are chanting, we are actually touching the Lord personally. Yes. Each and every time you say Krishna, we are personally touching the Lord with our tongue. But at least our meditation is that we are touching the lotus feet of the Lord, because He is personally present. He is directly there. Yes? Abhinnatvam nama namino. So, just like the pujaris worship the deities personally, which is so very intimate, the same intimate reciprocation is there when we are chanting the holy names, or should be there at least. At least I try. Very far away, but at least if that meditation is there, that Krishna is personally present when we are chanting, then that same reciprocation we can offer. We hear the stories of so many devotees who had no qualifications to be present, but then just within their heart they're meditating on how they're serving Krishna. Yes, Narottam Das Thakur just picking that part and completely getting burned. The Brahman who is testing the kheer to make sure that it's just the right temperature before it's offered to the deities. So these may seem very esoteric pastimes, but it's real, because within the heart of the devotees, it's a very real experience of Krishna. It's not a out there, someplace there's a deity of Krishna, and once we go outside this temple, there is no chance of Krishna seeing us. No, he's there, personally watching each and every thing that we do. Personally watching. That's scary also, right, Sakshi? Like, whoo, he's there. You open your eyes, and can you imagine just, you're chanting and dozing off half the time, and you open your eyes and Krishna's personally standing there. I mean, you're just seeing Srila Prabhupada sitting there is scary. let alone Shri Krishna personally standing and you called? And he's there, but we kind of, and we can offer chandan to the deities when you're chanting. You can sweetly chant. And when we're doing kirtan, it's a sweet meditation. We're cooling the deities with our expression of love. Thank you, Vrinda Sevika Mataji. So many different pastimes. Yeah. Anything else anyone would like to share? So many different things come to mind. Anyone in the garland? Yes, Gopi Vallabhi Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for taking us through the pastimes of Sri Madhavendra Puri and the Chandan Yatra and all. So this section that you were speaking on from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, I was reminded of a beautiful verse which glorifies Sri Madhavendra Puri. So it says, Pragad Premete ei achar vyachar, nij dukha vigna adi na kare vichar. So Madhavendra Puri, he's not a young personality, he's a very old person. And when Gopalji, he came into his dream and asked for Chandan, he did not even think for us, gave it a second thought, how will I go all the way to Malaya? And not just go. Going is one thing, and bringing back that heavy burden of sandal wood back, how will I do that? He did not even consider it. He did not even think about it for a second. So, that's the nature of true love, that you don't consider your own, anything about your own self, whatever difficulties you might face in executing the service. Yeah.
Thank you, Gopi Vallabhi. You want to elaborate on that a little bit? Say something a little bit more? Keep going. Wonderful. Isn't it? It's nice to. Anything?
Whatever I had to say. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Inconveniences are, we think about our dear Srila Prabhupada, 70 years old, just to give pleasure, just that compassion within his heart was burning so much, to see the burning that we don't even know we are experiencing. Yes, sansara dava nalalidha loka tranaya karunya ghana ghanato. Yes, that this entire world is burning us, and we don't even know that we are burning, and we practically all the time try to figure out how we are going to douse this burning. And then Srila Prabhupada, they take so much pain, so much effort, not considering any of their, let alone conveniences, but anything at all to provide, to give us Krishna Prem. Yes. He could have been in Vrindavan seeing Chandan Yatra every year at Radharaman temple and Radha Damodar temple. But no, he left all of that to come here so that Krishna all around the planet can experience Chandan Yatra. By his grace now, Krishna gets a lot of Chandan all around the planet. It's just phenomenal. The personal service of Krishna is so much more powerful than the impersonal service of Krishna. Impersonal service is there, absolutely. Yes, there is. Even we can perform bhakti impersonally. In one sense, if you're not aware that at the end of it, it is a person that we are serving, then we can continue doing that. And that does not really touch the heart. Yes. We can even associate with devotees without really being personal about it. But as soon as we understand that it's not an impersonal aspect of this is a devotee, rather than this is Sakshi Gopal, and this is Vrinda Sevika Mataji, and this is Kapil, and this is Premachandra Prabhu, and this is Yashomati Nandan Prabhu, and then he likes us, they have their likes and they have their dislikes and they have so many different things. And when it becomes so very personal, then it touches the heart. Yes. Then any appreciation that we give, any gratitude that we feel, is not done at this level, at the level of the mind. It's done at the level of the heart. That we actually feel gratitude towards the devotee. Thank you. And the same thing the pure devotees feel for Krishna. They actually, for them, it's not the deity of Kalachandji. It's Kalachandji personally. It seems to be the same thing, but it's not the same thing. Yes. And we can't really experience it, really. It has to be when Mother Chandravali, Mother Manjuvali, they are meditating on the deities, they are thinking of how Krishna will look like this. And Krishna is within their heart empowering them. Yes. So head pujari's job is not so much to make sure that the organization of the deities paraphernalia is taking place, but to do it in a way that expands their meditation to something more plausible, something more personal that individuals like us can take and execute. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It's so very personal, and that personality makes it harder to serve. Yes. Maybe today, you think you can offer Chandan to Krishna in the middle of winter? Wearing shawls and other things. Why? Yes. Because at least, it's not that we are just thinking, oh, Krishna may like this. No, it's within the heart of it. This is how we treat a person. How would you treat your children? How would you treat your family members? How would you treat your friends? It's how you treat Krishna. But the caveat is that we understand what Krishna wants through the words and the instructions of those devotees who have, over a period of years and lifetimes, purified their hearts so that they can see within their heart what Krishna wants. And through their sacrifice, yes, Madhavendra Puri's sacrifice, Srila Prabhupada's sacrifice of our gurus, sacrifice of the devotees in this dham, Shaligram Prabhu, Rupanugar Prabhu, Natyan Prabhu, Mother Manjuvali, Mother Chandravali, Mathuranath Prabhu, Yashomati Nandan Prabhu, Mother Nandini, Krishna Shakti Mataji, Mother Padma, Turasha Prabhu, Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu, Neelamadhava Mataji, so many other devotees, Mother Purnima, Kardama Muni Prabhu, that sacrifice so much so that today we can offer Chandan to Krishna. So when that Chandan is being offered, it's an offering of sacrifice that encompasses the sacrifice of the entire community. Yes. And when we are aware of that, then it becomes even more cooler for Krishna. Isn't it? Do you agree? And if we, and to the extent that we neglect that, to that extent, he's still burning. We aren't really offering anything. Yes. So, yes, we have the opportunity to get really deeper in our consciousness and our meditation and what really Chandan means. And thank you, Gopi Vallavi Mataji, for bringing that out. The sacrifices of the devotees is what really enhances what Krishna feels. Anything else? I'm supposed to sit here till this thing open. Yes, Narhari Prabhu.
Maybe I can just share something since...
Yeah, we are doing it anyways.
So this is described in His Holiness Shivaram Swami's book of when Krishna is coming back. So Krishna has 900,000 cows, and when the residents of Vrindavan, then they're watching, the way they know that Krishna is coming back is they see the Godhuli. Godhuli is the dust that is generated as the cows are walking on the dust of Vrindavan. And there's a huge cloud of dust. So the residents, they see, okay, now Krishna is coming, because now they can see the Godhuli from the far distance. And when 900,000 cows walk and each cow has 4 feet, so that's like 36,000
feet creating dust.
Yeah, 3.6 million
3.6 million
of hooves, just splashing. So that's a lot of dust, and you can see it from quite far distance. So there's a description that Krishna, his hair is oily, and as Krishna is coming, when you have oily hair or something oily, sometimes it can stick. So when the dust of Vrindavan is there in the air, and Krishna is walking through that, so that dust sticks onto Krishna's hair because his hair is oily. And you can see that sometimes the dust sparkles. Mm-hmm. So as Krishna is walking through, sometimes you see this in, movie descriptions or something. The hero comes through a cloud, and suddenly there's focus lights. So it's basically like Krishna is walking through this dust, and as he's coming through, you can see the sparkling of his hair, and even the chandan that's on his body, the dust sticks because he's walking, he's sweating, it's moist, and the dust comes and sticks onto his head. And as he's walking, you can see this beautiful personality whose hair is sparkling. And as the gopis are looking at this, there's teardrops that are coming out of their eyes. So the rays of the sun, which is just about setting, it shines on Krishna, and there's this sparkling effect. That rays bounce back, hit the eyes of the gopis, and the tears which are just rolling on their cheeks, which are out of love, and then it diffracts even further, and that whole atmosphere is so beautiful just to watch Krishna coming back to Vrindavan. So these are some descriptions that are given on how to meditate on Krishna's form as he's coming back, taking care from the pasturing grounds. Some of the gopis, they're thinking, what will I do? How will I serve him? They're meditating on his decorations. Krishna is always beautiful, but he's abhushita bhushanam. Even the decorations become more beautiful just by looking, just by being on Krishna. So these are certain things that I just wanted to share.
Thank you.
The pujaris, they have this heart. Very fortunate. They decorate him in chandan, and I hope Krishna's cooling rays fall also upon our heart, and we
should get some dust. No, just messing. But no, thank you, Narhari Prabhu. I think Mishra Bhagwan Prabhu had also pretty much the same meditation right at the very beginning. So that's really wonderful. But Srila Prabhupada. Yeah. The ornaments of Krishna. There's a couple of things that I've been meditating that just came to my mind. The ornaments of Krishna are actually the devotees. This is what verse am I thinking of here? It'll come to me. But basically, Krishna is decorated by the love of his devotees. And those devotees are the real gems that are able to diffract the effulgence of Krishna, the beauty of Krishna. And it is through their eyes that we can actually appreciate Krishna. Thing is that there are so many different pastimes, but I can't think of the specific story, so I'm not going to get into details there. But it is within the heart of the devotees that we can actually see how, when they reflect the beauty of Krishna, just like the tears of the gopis are reflecting the beautiful effulgence of the dust of Vrindavan. Similarly, we have to learn how to actually see Krishna within the heart of the devotees. And the only way we can do that is by serving the devotees. Is actually becoming close to the devotees. Krishna. And that is our only hope. That is our only hope. Yeah. No, but that is wonderful. That's a beautiful meditation of Krishna coming back from the forest of Vrindavan. And to think that Srila Prabhupada left all of that, all those meditations to come to New York. It's the level of compassion. If you're constantly in that meditation and we are saying, okay, Krishna, I'm going to leave you like this and I'm going to go because it's your order. Phenomenal. It's amazing. Maybe someday it'd be nice to actually know the greatness of Chandan itself. I'm pretty sure there are pastimes of how, this particular wood got the quality of cooling the body. Pretty sure there's some transcendental pastimes there that allows, Chandan to actually be a specific kind of wood that just cools the body. I don't know of any other wood that does that. Have you? I don't think so. But it's very special. There's certain these very special items that the Vedas talk about that just does that. It just cools the body. Like hot milk. Hot milk cools the body. Even in summer, that's why even in summer we don't offer cold milk to the deities. We offer hot milk. And then when you study Ayurveda, you realize that milk, the quality of milk is to cool. And it's not that the cold milk cools. Cold milk it reduces acid. But that's a slightly different thing from cooling the body. But again, getting into logistics here. Anything else? Or maybe we should just chant till the time darshan opens. Anything? Any other comments? Drishta Dvimana Prabhu? Brahmachari? No? Veera? Kanya? You want to say something? Why am I not sleeping? Tulsi Sakhi Mataji? Nothing? Maybe we can just chant. We should chant? We'll chant Radha Krishna Pranamora. Play. I don't know how when darshan opens, so we'll go quickly. Alright, you want to play? Mardanga, please. Radha Krishna Pranamora Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna Pranamora Jivane marane gati aranahi mo Jivane marane gati aranahi mo Radha Krishna Pranamora Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna Kalindira Kule Keli Kadambe Ravana Kalindira Kule Keli Kadambe Ravana Ratana Bedira Para Bosa Bodhujana Ratana Bedira Para Bosa Bodhujana Radha Krishna Pranamora Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna Shama Gauri Ange Dibo Chandanera Gandha Shama Gauri Anger Dibo Chandanera Gandha Chamara Dhulabo Kabe Heri Mukha Chandra Chamara Dhulabo Kabe Heri Mukha Chandra Radha Krishna Pranamora
जुगल किशोर राधा गाथिया मलतीर्माला दीबो दोहार गले अधरे तुलिया दिबो कर्पूर तंबूले राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगल किशोर ललिता विशाखादि जत सखी वृंद आज्ञाय कोरिबो सेवा चरणारविंद रिबो सेवा चरणारविंद राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगल किशोर श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेरनुदास श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेरनुदास सेवाभिलाष करे नरोत्तम दास राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगल किशोर जय राधा कालचंदी राधा कालचंदी श्री राधे जय राधा कालचंदी राधा कालचंदी श्री राधे जय राधा गोविंद श्री राधे Jaya Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jaya Radhe Shyam. Jaya Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, Jaya Shri Gopal. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Vrindavan Dham, Vrindavan Dham, Vrindavan Dham, Jaya Vrindavan Dham.
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham bhajami. Enam Kanvandam Maravindadalayataksham Bharavatam Samasitam Buddhasundaram Kandar Agom Vigamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham bhajami. Andani asa sakalen Priya Priti Manti Vasyanti Panti Kayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham bhajami. Govindam
जशमति नंदन ब्रजवरनागर गोकुल रंजन काना जशमति नंदन ब्रजवरनागर गोकुल रंजन काना गोपी परानधन मदन मन हर गोपी गोपी परानधन मदन मन हर कालिय दमन विदान कालिय दमन विदान अमल हरिनाममिय बिलासा अमल हरिनाममिय बिलासा विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नगर बर बुंसी बदन शुभाशा विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नगर बर वंशी बदन शुभाशा ब्रज जन पालना यशुकुल नाशना ब्रज जन पालना यशुकुल नाशना नंद गोदन रखवाला नंद गोदन रखवाला गोविंद माधव नवनीत तस्कर गोविंद माधव नवनीत तस्कर सुंदर नंद गोपाल सुंदर नंद गोपाल जमुना तट चर गोपी वसनहर जमुना तट चर गोपी वसनहर रास रसिक कृपामय रास रसिक कृपामय Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara Bhakti Vinodasaya Bhakti Vinodasaya Jashamati Nandana Brajavara Nagara Jashamati Nandana Brajavara Nagara